problems. That guy, he just has to touch you once.
Shit's going down.
He's so different than anybody else in the division. Like, he knocks everybody out. Everybody hits hard. They all hit hard.
But
that
shit
fucking
down.
dude hits hard.
Set that Jake Paul can come 15-20% in regards to Anthony Joshua. He's a completely different specimen. Look, you'll see what it looks like when they stand next to each other.
The upcoming fight between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua is causing quite a stir, with experts and fans divided over the potential outcome. Jake Paul, who rose to fame as a YouTuber, has now ventured into boxing and is preparing for one of his biggest challenges yet, a fight with Anthony Joshua, a former heavyweight champion and Olympic gold medalist. Joshua's vast experience and physical superiority make him a formidable opponent, while Paul, despite his growing confidence, lacks the same level of boxing pedigree. Jake Paul's boxing career is still relatively
Need to get stronger.
young, but he has shown significant punching power, knocking out several opponents. However, the level of competition Paul has faced so far hasn't been at the elite level. Many argue that his skill set, while improving, still doesn't match up to someone like Joshua, who has competed against some of the best heavyweights in the world. Paul's camp is confident that he can take down Joshua, but most experts are skeptical about his chances.
Professional bout. This is going on people's records. AJ gotta take him serious because this isn't some exhibition. We're running out some judges to act like there's a decision and someone won. No, someone's gonna win, someone's gonna lose here. It's 8 rounds, 3-minute rounds. Again, heavyweight pro bout, 10-ounce gloves. AJ talking about breaking internets over faces. I think he meant to say breaking his face on the internet. Who knows? Maybe you can do both in the big 2025. But then you have the weight limit, 245 pounds, and people are automatically going to go, oh, God, here's the thing. Oh, here's the thing in the contract. No, stop all that. And I'm going to go on a rant in a second for all the people that thought this was fake, for all the people that thought that Jake wouldn't do this, for all the people that thought he was scared. I'm going to go on that rant in a second. But, okay, yes, 245 is a weird number because Jake has already fought at heavyweight. He fought Mike Tyson at 220-something. But again, I understand it a little bit. We're on short notice here. You don't want to have a Tyson Fury type situation, which AJ would never be 290 coming in here. But 260, 270, it starts to get out of the realm of possibility of, like, what are we doing here? Even though heavyweight has no limit, I get it.
Especially when facing someone with Joshua's combination of experience, size, and power. Joshua, standing at 6 feet 6 inches and weighing around 245 pounds, holds a massive physical advantage over Paul, who is 6 feet 1 inch and weighs approximately 227 pounds. This size disparity, along with Joshua's longer reach and powerful knockout ability, makes him the clear favorite going into the fight. Joshua has faced world-class opponents throughout his career, including the likes of Vladimir Klitschko, Andy Ruiz Jr., and Alexander Usyk, whereas Paul has mainly fought lower-tier boxers. The difference in experience between the two is immense, which many believe will be the deciding factor in the fight. Boxing experts, including former cruiserweight champion Lawrence Oakley and 2-time world champion David Benavidez, have warned Jake Paul about the significant risks involved in facing Anthony Joshua. They argue that Joshua's size and knockout power could easily overwhelm Paul, especially if Paul is unable to land a clean shot early in the fight. Despite this, Paul's team maintains that
The weight, will there be a limit for Joshua?
So there's a lot of discussion around the weight. Joshua fought Usyk twice. Both of those times, Usyk was 221 pounds. Joshua was 240 to 245. When Jake fought Mike Tyson last year, 227 pounds. I expect Jake will come in anywhere between 225 and 230, and Anthony Joshua has a weight limit of 245 pounds.
There will be those, as you're aware, that will look at it and criticise this fight. There already have been, haven't there? They'll say it's a real mismatch. What would you say to them? Are we going to be watching sport at its purest?
I would say it's much less of a mismatch than what you saw with AJ and Francis Ngannou, who a massive man, but relatively no boxing experience. I would say it's much less of a mismatch than AJ's 9th or 10th fight against guys who've been knocked out 20 to 25 times. given AJ's pedigree, Jake is built for this. Jake is built for the big moments. So do I think it's dangerous for Jake Paul? Absolutely. Do I think it's also dangerous for Anthony Joshua? 100%.
He has the power to knock out Joshua, pointing to his belief that Joshua's chin is vulnerable. On the other hand, many critics argue that Anthony Joshua is taking a significant risk by agreeing to fight Jake Paul. Some feel that this matchup is less about legacy and more about financial gain. Joshua, who has already achieved financial security through his past fights, could be seen as cashing out by taking a high-paying but less competitive fight.
I give 100% respect to Jake Paul, but that's a dangerous fight for him. He probably gets knocked out, and I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm not saying nothing bad, but Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You know, he's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened to him. Yeah. But big respects to Jake Paul. It's going to be a good card. You know what I mean? It's a big fight. And it's a good fight, man. I give 100% respect to Jake Paul for even taking that fight.
The Ring 4, November 22nd. Watch only on DAZN.
Fight. If he loses or struggles against Paul, it could tarnish his reputation as a top-tier heavyweight and raise questions about his motivation. Joshua's recent performances have been inconsistent, and many fans are questioning whether this is the right time for him to take on such a high-profile, risky fight. Despite winning his last few bouts against fighters like Robert Helenius and Otto Wallen, Joshua has not been as dominant as he once was. His losses to Usyk and other setbacks have led some to believe that...
What else have we got to consider? Is AJ cashing out? Well, I did say a year ago when he got splattered by Daniel Dubois that he's finished now. He won't get that confidence back. He's not had any confidence, you know, in his head. No belief for a long time. And I don't think he can get back to world level. There's a couple of new young guns now coming up and coming through. It's like a changing of the guard. And when Usyk retires, I don't know what Daniel Dubois is going to do next, but what Daniel Dubois did to him, then he went on and lost to Usyk. But there's a few new heavyweights coming through, Moses Atalma, just to mention one. And you wouldn't start putting AJ in with any of these young up-and-comers that can punch hard, because I just don't think he's got the chance, because the ambition and the desire is going to be gone. So AJ most definitely is cashing out, and you can't fault him. Fair play to him. He's going to get a massive payday, maximise his exit route by fighting fake Paul.
That his confidence and hunger for success have waned. This fight represents a high-stakes gamble for both fighters. For Jake Paul, it's an opportunity to prove himself as a legitimate contender in the world of boxing, while for Anthony Joshua, it could be a massive payday. But the question remains, if Joshua struggles or loses, how will this impact his legacy in the sport? This fight could either solidify Joshua's place as a legend or risk making him a footnote in a spectacle-driven era of boxing. Only time will tell. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel.